starting here now. Ready? Let's do this one. All right, the objective is the Comet, which is a favorite of ours.
I do like the Comet a lot.
And also, all of a sudden, my Scooby-Doo army seems better because it's mobile. The twist?
The twist or the deployment?
Let's do the twist next, because the deployment's the important one. I need to stay away from the Orks.
You gotta stay far away from the Orks. So if you get the one where it's halves...
Yeah, that's no good. Of course, I'm very mobile today. However, what is this? We're going to have 2 objective cards today.
Two objective cards.
Many paths to victory.
Many paths.
And I actually
got the Comet going on. But
I like
also,
that, though. I like that, though. Oh, we're going to go with this one.
Yes.
Glory Seeker. And we're going to add up. It says power level, but we're going to have to go points because we're in 10th edition. And it's double for characters, vehicles, and monsters. Which I have a truckload of vehicles today that are easy to break.
I have some vehicles, yeah.
All right, here's the important one. Oh, stay away from the Orks. This one right there. Oh, no, I just did this one the other day. It's brutal.
You just did that one the other day?
It's brutal, though. No, it's the God says, and that's it, and that's what we're doing.
You don't want a one-time chance to roll a 6 for a new deployment zone?
Fine, roll a dice. If you get a 6, we'll pull another one.
If you get a 6.
Oh, I'm not Orcs today. I want to roll a black Orky dice. No, it's a 1.
The God's laughing in your face.
So I have not narrated, but here's our table today. And we have, once there was a city here, and the big wall defended it from the creatures of the forest and the night. But the wall clearly didn't hold at one point, and something got in here and just crumped this city. It was probably Orks.
Carumpa.
And now they feel like it's their city, and here are the Orks being let up. Let's turn the camera. Here we have Orks. It's the we got Gratz. Oh, he had a name. What was his name? He's Hazard Ass. He's Stink Face Hazard Ass, and his Gratz. And we have commandos, and we have a battle wagon with 4 big shooters, a cannon, and a wrecking ball. Rumble and the Nobles. Rumble's got a super cyborg body and a power claw and an attack squig and a combi gun that's not as cool as a custom shooter, but that's what he's got now.
But that's what you get now, Rumble.
Death Copters, Weird Boys, Shooter Boys, and a truck. The Shooter Boys have a big shooter. Wild Band of Chopper Boys in a truck. And today they're taking on the proud sons of the Astartes with a Rhino, a Vindicator, Plaz Cannon Devastators. This has become my favorite unit.
They're absolute money.
No Apothecary today. We'll have to be careful with them. Laz Cannon Devastators, 2 tac squads that have been combat squatted, and leading the force today is Epistolary Giles. Giles made the list today because Orpington's no longer legal. Starhawk's no longer legal. Favorite's no longer legal. I don't have many HQs that I can still field with their loadouts.
No, this is classic Space Marines.
That's what I wanted today.
This is like 4th edition Space Marines.
I'm into what's going on here. And I'm hoping that the mobility of the Rhino scores me the Comet.
You got a lot of las cannons.
I do, and I'm going to blow up your truck with them.
That's no fun.
But we need to find out who the attacker and the defender is, and deployment zones are just strange. So first we need to know, is the Comet this way or is the Comet this way? So 1, 2, or 3, 4, 5, or 6. You ready?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whose dice is better?
I don't know.
Roll it again. You roll a dice. What'd you get?
I got a 4.
You got a 4, so the card is this way. And now we will find out who the attacker and the defender are. I got a 4. Orcs get a 5 because their gods are stronger.
Gorgan Mork. Gorgan Mork. Gorgan Mork.
You want the attacking corners or the defending middle? The consensus is that I need turn 1. Because
we're over here.
So I started pushing rhinos through the ruins, and I realized that they can't get through many places. Like, I can put a rhino here and get him out, but the way my deployment zone is set up, there was no space to put him. And I can put him, like, in this area, but, like, you can't drive through this lane or that lane. So I didn't put any rhinos in the ruin at all, right? I put everything over here, and then the Orks counter-deployed against me hard.
Well, after you spent the whole deployment trying to convince me to put a truck in the ruins where you can't drive around.
Well, if the Comet lands over there, it's like a thing.
Well, we're going to have to go walk over there, yeah.
But anyway, so what's happened here is...
I should put the Grotz over here, man.
all the Space Marines ended up here because the ruins are just too tight for trucks, right? And so what the conversation turned into is that I need turn 1. Because if I don't get turn 1, the Orks are going to yell, wah. They're going to park me right in this corner and beat me silly and then go pick up the Comet turn 5 at their leisure. So what's happened is Battle Wagon. Who's in the wagon?
Rumble.
Rumble is in the wagon with the nobles. We got the Slug and Chopper boys behind them.
Yep.
Shooter boys in the dark red truck.
Yep.
Commandos forward in the woods. They get a better save in the woods. We need to make sure we look at their card. Grots are in the back because, you know, Grots.
Grots.
Death Copters in space. The other wild thing is I don't have a single unit in Deep Strike, and that's crazy for any army I play. It's wild to not have anything in Deep Strike. But I got
where the Comet's going to be.
I got the Vindicator, and I got Men and Rhinos. I got TAC Marine Devastators with Plas Cannons, TAC Marines Devastators with Las Cannons, Plasma Cannons, Las Cannons, and then these are 2 squads of TAC Marines, and Rimshot is in this squad. It's wild around here. It's on. Feeling a little crazy about it, and we need to know who gets turn 1. I really want turn 1.
Do you really want turn 1?
I really want turn 1 for the Emperor.
Orks is coming.
All right, we're going to let the Orks figure out their plan. Are you going to call the Wah?
No.
It's not time for the Wah yet?
I always call the Wah too early.
No, turn 2 is the time to tell the Wah. You get everything forward, take a little bit of Deca, and then you Wah. Orc turn 1. The Orks have moved, and it's on, and they're coming. And look at this. Look, they're like, we sees you over there, and we's coming to get you, Beaky. Whoa. So the fight I want is over here. The Grots are they're not moving.
No.
And they're feeling very safe. And the Commandos stayed put too, which is a good move because it's going to keep me from going to my right. But the trucks have come forward, and then the Battle Wagon has come into the city. And it has also come forward. The Wah was not called. The Orks are just very, very close to the Space Marines.
We just want to reach out and touch it.
The Comet, I swear, is going to land here where nobody is.
Yep.
This whole half of the table, I got this whole 6x4 going on. Half of the table is ignored. Here come the Orks.
What, did we come to look at the Space Marines across the battlefield? No, we came to battle, man.
Do you have any command phase? We got to get command points.
Wow.
Here's a command point for you, sir.
We're not calling the Wah, but it's just...
It's fun to say Wah.
Yeah, it's fun to say.
Command point for me. There's no more command phase stuff for you. You've moved. It is time to shoot. Now, the Grots are too far away for shooting.
Can't shoot.
The Commandos may shoot, but they're going through the woods. They might be in range with their Commando shooters.
It's probably not going to go very well. But we're going to start with the Battle Wagon at the Rhino, the Blue Rhino.
Battle Wagon into the Blue Rhino. That's going to be 4 big shooters that might be in Decker range. You got a tape measure?
It is within 18.
You are in 18. You are in Decker range. It's going to be 20 dice for big shooters. And then are you throwing the frag or the shell on the cannon?
I'm throwing the one that's going to hurt that Rhino, I hope.
All right, that's the shell.
Here comes the big shooter.
The big shooters hit 10 times. And I am toughness 9, so you win me on 5s.
Just one?
Just one. But you did hit 10 times. All right, Rhino loses the save. I need to take wounds on my Rhino.
And then the good one hits.
The cannon hits. What's the strength of that cannon?
I have no idea. I didn't expect it to hit.
Neither did I.
The cannon shell is strength 9.
Strength 9, you want to wound me on a 4.
I want to wound you on a 4. That's a 5 at -2 for D. Good. Let's see.
It's going to be good.
Orc shooting. Cannon shell -2 for D6.
All right, I need a 5. I get a 4. Is this worth the command point, D6? You got nothing else going into me, though.
Not into that Rhino, no.
Now hit me with the D6.
D6. Is that a command point?
Oh, here we go.
The 1.
Orcs is out of command points.
Man, do I...
No. What do you want? You want the -1 to wound? You want the exploding 5s and 6s, or do you want this reroll? The reroll might whiff too. You never know if the reroll's going to whiff. I mean, you might get a 6 right now.
I gotta pop those Rhinos.
But you might save that point for unbridled carnage.
I'm gonna save the point. Yeah.
Oh, the point is being saved. So the rhino takes 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Just 2 wounds after all of the drama.
I know.
And it goes down to 8.
So these trucks here at the black rhino in front of that.
There are 3 hits. There's no wounds.
And then
You got shooter boys.
shooter boys in the truck.
The big shoot is totally in decker range.
Yeah.
Big shooter. Big shooter hits once.
Wounds.
Wounds. Oh, rhino. Rhino takes a wound.
Yeah. Orc shooting.
What is with the orc shooting? I can't handle this.
Bang, 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 bang.
So this is going to be 18 dice for the shooters.
Yeah.
Tiny little hands.
Tiny little hands. Ah, orc shooting. Man, I hit you really well.
I am toughness 9. You're going to win me on 6s.
3 wounds from orc shooting.
Orc shooting's a killer. I take another one.
Yes.
Now the viewer might be like, what do you mean he's got a big shooter? But we're WYSIWYG over here. The dude's holding the big shooter. It's a big shooter.
Has a big shooter.
There's a couple of guys down there with shooters. I don't know where they are. Big shooter on the commandos.
Here we go. 4 or 3?
3.
3 shots from the big shooter. Here we go. 1 hit. On the rhino. There's a 5.
Takes another one.
Orc shooting. And that is orc turn 1.
Orc turn 1 has happened. They've put 2 wounds on the blue rhino and 3 wounds on the black rhino. And I get a command point for my phase.
Happy Warhammer Day.
It's nice to see you, sir.
Gosh, Warhammer's great.
So, honestly, I have to deal with this. I have to deal with it now. I have to blow up some trucks. And I don't know what to do. I am just getting pressed. Like, this might be over quick. I got to kill a lot of orcs. That's what's got to happen.
You're going to have to kill a lot of orcs.
It's time to kill orcs. Have moved, and I didn't have a lot of choices because I'm right on the table edge. I'm in this one corner. The orcs are in my grill. There's no choice. It's time to get out and fight in turn 1. This is turn 1, and I'm already in this desperate place. So literally everybody got out. Everybody's in range. It's on, and I'm gonna blow up your vehicles. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, that's what they're for.
The battle wagon is the oath of moment target.
If one vehicle blows up and I get to play the Korean strategy, this will have been a success.
I'm glad I moved my rhinos up to try to, block a little bit.
If I can get the Slugga Choppa boys into that blob, it's over.
It might be over already. It depends on how well this goes. But what's going to be funny is when the comet lands over there.
Right here.
The comet's landing on that part of the table.
Right here.
And
then it's going to be a race to see who can walk there by turn 5.
Let's see if I still
have any vehicles left.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's grim around here. You ever have that point where you're scared to roll the dice? Because it's going to be bad. I got to start with the las cannons. Las cannons are going to go into the battle wagon. They're going to hit on 4s because they got out of the car and moved. I need the oath of moment to shine is what I need.
Say it. Say, for the Emperor.
For the Emperor. I have, the sergeant has a bolter. We're going to start with him. He's going to hit you on a 3. Oath of moment. He misses. Ha! Not the best start. He's busy giving orders.
Sorry, I hate to laugh at your misfortunate sergeant. Goodness. I mean, it's time to be a space marine and miss.
4 las cannons. Oath of moment. Hits twice.
That's a good start.
Oh. That's just as bad as that could be. That's just as bad as that could be.
That's the worst snake eyes I've ever seen.
Yes, bad. That's real bad.
All the
That's real bad.
Gork and Mork. Gork and Mork. Gork and Mork.
All right, just because. I'm putting a command point.
Oh, no.
I want at least one of those to get through. And it does. And that's a last cannon. That's -3.
Okay, so -3.
D6 plus 1.
-2.
Yes. I think you want a 5.
Because, yeah, I'm 3 up save. I want a 5. All right, here we go. Come on. Gorgan Mork. Gorgan Mork. Let's go over here. Gorgan Mork. Oh,
all right.
4 is not a 5.
D6 plus 1. I've already spent my reroll for the turn for 3 wounds.
3 wounds off of my 16, leaving me with 13.
So these men got out of their rhino. They were the unit called upon. I needed them. I was confident in them, and they utterly failed me. We're going to go with the Rimshot squad next. Everything into the battle wagon. I have faith in Rimshot. Rimshot wants 4. Everybody else is 3. Rimshot says, oh, at the moment. No. 6s. Nothing. You know what? I know how good your life's been lately. I know that you're riding high on, like, that good magic. Oh, it's bad, though.
Has it ever been so bad?
Okay, just considering, because we know how this is about to go. Say the last cannons nuke the battle wagon right now, and I can put the small arms into the nobles.
Totally different.
Totally different game. But the last cannons whiff, all 5 of them.
Just...
And I'm heartbroken.
One of them got through.
This guy here, his pistols are out of range. So first we have the 3 bolters. Both a moment. And then 6s.
This is on the battle wagon?
He's still on the battle wagon. Then we have the grav gun. Oath of Moments. And then I'm going to wound you on 2s because it's a grav gun. What's a grav gun's AP? Grav gun. AP 1 for 2 damage each.
-1 becomes -0. And so I want 3s. Ah!
Take 4.
Take 4?
The grav gun does better than 5 laser cannons.
What's a laser cannon?
All right. I have this storm bolter in the back. Oath of Moment. Need 6s. Nothing. I have this storm bolter who's in rapid fire range. Oath of Moment. Need 6s. So all of my shooting inside the wall is finished. And I'm really unhappy about it. Like, really, really unhappy about it. So now we're going to come over here. And I'm going to put the Plas Cannon Devastators... Pardon me. We're going to start with the Vindicator tank into the bright red truck.
The bright red truck. Let's find my truck card.
I'm going to throw 5 dice. D6 plus 3, I rolled a 2. The Demolisher Cannon is not getting the benefit of any kind of Oath of Moment. It's going to hit you on 3s. It's hit you 4 times.
I'm toughness 8.
I'm strength 14. We're going to wound you on 3s. So there are 4 wounds on the bright red truck from the Demolisher Cannon at AP 3 for D6 each. Should have had him inside the wall.
I want 6 up in wall saves. Because I'm a truck. And I make 2.
All right, the damage is
Keeping my truck alive, maybe.
6 wounds.
Oh, he's still alive with 4 wounds to go.
Squad on the front has 3 bolters, not in rapid fire, they're just out.
Colored in the 4 on this day.
Hit twice, but your toughness 9 there. I need 6s. No wound.
I'm toughness 8 on the trucks.
That's still 6s. The combi gun misses, and then the grav gun hits once and wounds, and that's AP 1 for 2 damage.
And I want a 6. AP 1 kicks me down to a 5 up armor save that I got.
All right, 2 damage down to 2 wounds.
Not 2 wounds left on my truck.
Yeah, I'm running out of shooting though. The storm bolter on this truck, on this rhino into the 2 wound truck, hits twice. 6s. Hey, there's a wound.
I want not 2.
It's down to 1 wound.
Not my truck.
What's left is the Plas Cannon Devastators. And we're, of course, going to cook the Plas. Hey, what's the range on the Witchfire power? Here we go. Smite.
Smite.
It's 24 inches. We're going to smite that truck with the librarian. And he is going to get, oh shit, he's going to get D6 attacks.
Who are you declaring your plasma cannon devastators?
Oh, plasma cannon devastators are going to go on the dark red truck. Library's here, but he's hit on he misses. He hits no, that's the number of attacks. He only gets one attack. And then this is going to be hazardous. We want to hit you on a 3. We've hit on a 6. Devastating wounds, though. So we want to wound you strength 6 on a 5. No, nothing. And then a hazard check. He takes a wound. Is that how hazard works? Do I just lose him?
I'm not sure.
It's the first time it's come up. Let's look it up. I had to look it up, but the hazardous chest means he takes D3 mortal wounds. For 2 mortal wounds, taking him down to 2. Seriously, I think you need to go back to the hole you crawled out of, man. Like, you were gone, and it wasn't this bad, and you're back, and I'm getting crumped already.
And I haven't even called the WA.
All right. The plasma cannon devastators into the dark red truck.
Okay, here we go. Now
They are cooking the plasma. Well, we want to put the bolter from the sergeant into the other truck. Let's just do him now. But that's cocked. He hits. He needs a 6. Hey. What do you know about that?
What do you know about that on a 50-50 shot? Are you ready?
It'd be so cool.
I might even spend a command point just to keep that truck alive.
All right, hit me.
I don't want to count that, but...
I don't know. Dude, what is that does?
No, come on. That's a 2.
Oh, fine. That's a 2.
That's a 2. Does it blow up?
Does it blow up? It does not blow up. Do you lose any boys on the way out of the truck?
Oh, there's a lot of guys in there.
Yeah, there is. Good job, Sergeant. Let's take a chance to take a second to admire the sergeant that did the work. He's one of the oldest models in my collection, and he doesn't have a name, but he's a sergeant. And he just finished a truck and killed a boy on the way out. Now the plasma cannons.
Everybody else is shot, though, right?
Everybody else in the whole army shot. The plasma cannons are last.
You better believe it.
And they're going into the dark red truck. And they're going to throw 6 dice. Plasma cannon devastators. Cooking the guns. Already declared the red truck. We are going to hit you on 3s. And we've missed 3 times. We are strength 8, your toughness 9, right?
Toughness 8.
Toughness 8, 4s. There's 2 wounds. And they come in at AP3 for 2 damage each.
AP3 is going to be my 6-up invuln. Don't make them.
So you take 4 wounds, and I take hazard checks. And I'm fine. So that is the end. Oh, wait, I got to charge.
You will not charge these boys.
This lead rhino is charging the boys and the truck. I need something good here. I get it, and I'm going to spend a command point on tank shock.
How does that work?
I don't know yet. We're going to look it up. But first, yeah. All right, this is the first time I've tank shocked. And let's see how we do here. We're going on the boys, and we need 5s. Just 2 of them. 2 mortal wounds on the boys. And then the rhino charged. It's still swinging at the boys. It wants 4s. And then it wants 3s. Just 1 wound on your boys, regular save.
T-shirt save. Nope.
Lose another boy. Not terrible, but now these boys and this truck get to fight back on the rhino. And that might have been a mistake.
And we're going to pile in the boys. There we go. Everybody gets to fight.
After the pile in, it looks like this. Here come the boys in the truck.
Everybody gets to fight.
Starting with the Slug of Choppa boys into the rhino. Unbridled carnage goes in the command point bucket.
5s and 6s explode. And 6. And 1 wound. -1.
Let's get a 4. I don't. I take that wound.
Yeah.
But don't forget your noble and your Wa banner. Here comes the noble and the Wa banner. He hits 4 times. He's a wound on 5s.
And a wound on 5s. Not 1. And then the
Wa banner. He's gonna beat you with his flag, just like a January 6th protester.
Once. Oh, but he's strength 8, which That doesn't help me right this second, but it'll help me soon. Here we go. I want 3s.
Hit twice.
And then I want 5s. There's a wound at -2 for 2.
-2 is a 5. Take 2 more down to 5.
And then the truck.
Truck's in a Revich engine. Oh, -2 takes me down to 4, not 5.
Spinning wheels.
This guy's gonna spin his wheels all over my truck.
Spiked wheels. Sorry. Oh.
I'm gonna spike his wheels on my
I
truck.
want strength hit you on 5s.
With an explosion?
No, this is a different unit. The boys are unbridled.
Oh, you're right.
But the truck is its own thing, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Strength 6, 1, 5. Don't get it.
So that's the end of turn 1. And we don't even know about the comet anymore. I don't know if I'll have a Space Marine left when the comet finally arrives. How did this get so bad so fast?
It's gonna get. Well, we'll see. I guess you did a good job plugging this hole, but you got to get your guys back in some rhinos and run away.
You know what happened is I've been playing Nurgle for a couple months, and Nurgle's slow as fuck. And Orks is not slow. Orks is here now. And here comes Ork turn 2.
Orks is ready to get grumpy.
I have to call bullshit on you. You don't get to advance and charge without yelling wah. Really wah!
Win the game, or what would the Orks do?
Well, so you're winning the game right now because I'm completely surrounded, backed into a corner, and you haven't even popped your wah offense off yet.
I'm having the most fun, is what you meant to say.
So you are having the most fun. So the Death Copters could indeed wait for the comet. That could happen. But I'd like to point out that I was really proud of today's table. Like, today's table is big and awesome and groovy, and we are parked literally in one corner of it. Everything in one corner. And so what's happened is the Space Marines have been surrounded after the WA got called, and the commandos advanced, and the shooter boys got out of their truck and advanced, and these units stayed stuck in. And Rumble and the Nobles, they got out and they advanced, and the battle wagon drove forward, and the battle wagon's the only shooting because everything else advanced, but then it's all going to charge. Actually, he can shoot in close combat. Let's not forget him.
The truck?
Yes.
And all those pistols.
There you go.
And all those pistols.
So, anyway, we got our command points for the turn. I have 1, you have 1.
I should have 2. Oh, no, I spent 1 on...
Here we go. They'll be +2 on their charge as well when it's time.
I was like, I should have 2, and we're leaving the Death Copters off, although it seems ridiculous.
No, I have a command point, and I could either spend it to move 1 unit D6, but where are you going to go? And then I could also spend it on Overwatch, but how effective is that Overwatch possibly going to be? Oh, all right.
It's so bad.
Here's what it's going to be. On a 1, 2, or 3, I'm going to Overwatch. And on a 4, 5, or 6, I'm going to hold my command point. We're going to Overwatch the las cannons into the battle wagon.
Okay.
Here goes my only command point. You know what that dice roll was? That was the Emperor telling me to Overwatch. We're going to start with...
Toughness 12. With a 3-up, 6-up. A 5-up. A 3-up, 5-up, because I'm on the lot now.
Okay. We're going to start with the bolter. Hits once.
Yes.
Doesn't wound. Laser cannons, ready?
Las cannons?
I need them. Come on, dude.
God, Hammer of Wrath.
Nothing.
Las cannons.
I got nothing. That was a desperate attempt, and now it's over.
And now here we go.
And now here we go. And now that thing gets to Deca.
Okay, he is good at Deca. At those Las Cannon Devastators.
That's what I thought.
Who do they think they are?
The guys we were about to eat, you know, a lot of shots.
2,
The cannon, is it throwing the frag or the shell?
3, 4, and we're going to throw the shell at the Rhino.
Blue Rhino or Black Rhino?
The Blue Rhino.
All right, the shell first.
Here's the shell.
Hits.
Orc shooting continues to amaze.
It's just your day. You're living right. You feel good.
I dropped the dice. There it is.
You got that good energy in your heart.
Here we go. Orcs. Strength 9 -2 for D6.
You wound at -2 is going to be a 5. I don't get it.
For D6.
For 4 more wounds, down to 4.
Roll.
This is all going at my las cannon team in the back.
There's 3 wounds.
These men are needed. I take a wound.
Nah.
And it's clearly going on the sergeant. You know why the sergeant takes the wound?
Because he's not a las
holding a
cannon.
las cannon.
5, 6 pistols, right?
Yes.
Hit you a lot, Rhino. So then I want 6s,
yeah,
right?
6s.
Because your toughness just...
Toughness 9.
Come on, here we go. 6s. 1 wound on that Rhino from pistols.
The Rhino is fine.
Oh, dang. And then the big shooter on the Rhino. Here we go. 1 hit.
And there's a wound. We're fine.
Ah, dang.
All right, so you're in the charge phase. Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Who's starting?
Well, I got to get my declarations right because this is going to be really important.
Because you're going to get everybody.
Yeah, the Commandos are going to charge this squad and the Vindicator.
Let's go.
They get +2 to their charge.
So they're already practically there. 7, 8, 9 is going to get them where they need to go.
9 inches gets them where they need to go. Let's move those guys in. This is a not ridiculous application of the wobbly models.
So these shooter boys, where are they going?
They're going to charge these guys. This guy's got a grav gun, right?
I have a grav gun and a combi gun on that squad.
Yeah, we're charging these guys and the Vindicator.
All right, here comes the shooter boys. They can't hardly fail. On a 4, they make it. It's not great, but they make it. Oh, charge, charge. These units are all engaged. Stuck in. Over here, we still have the war boss.
The war boss.
Now, who are you declaring against? Tac squad, Rhino.
Well, we're going to declare against all of them.
So 3 squads here. Even if you're all Snake Eyes, you're going to get it. And on a 6, you're fine.
6.
Here come the nobles. So here's the command squad in on their 3 units, and the battle wagon also cannot fail. And on a 10-inch, he's going to drive 2 inches forward, and there he is.
Can I tank shock?
You can totally take shock. I would do it with the wrecking ball.
You don't have command points yet.
I don't got shit. You know what I got? I got Orks. I'm filming this battle report, and I don't have to film the table because it's just this 2x2 foot square where everything is happening. Like, I don't even know if I could put this on the internet. It's that bad.
No, come on. It's fun.
It'll make it to the internet, but I'm getting demolished.
This is a good orc beatdown.
This is turn 2.
These are our fists. The Waz on.
We don't even know where the comet is.
We don't even know where the comet is.
So are you spending any command points? You could tank shock because it's cool. I believe the wrecking ball is strength 10, so you'd throw 10 dice, and on 5s you get mortal wounds, and that's fun. You could also play Unbridled Carnage on any unit. You could hold the command point for future goodness. But how much future of this game is there? What are you saving the command point for? Turn 4? What's turn 4 going to be like?
We're going to tank shock.
All right, tank shock, battle wagon. Who you into the Rhino because it's all you're touching. Rhino. What's the strength of your best weapon? It's probably the wrecking ball.
The wrecking ball is strength 10.
Strength 10. What's the strength of your wheels?
The strength of my wheels are traction wheels are strength 8.
Well, you want to use the wrecking ball then.
Yeah.
You're going to get 10 dice.
10 dice.
To tank shock the Rhino with, and on every 5 or 6, it's a mortal wound.
8, 9, 10. Right?
Here we go.
10.
Tank shock.
Tank shock the Rhino.
1, 2, 3 mortal wounds. It's down to 1.
Down to 1 wound.
Down to 1 wound.
Can 1 noble take care of do we start the fighting with the battle wagon?
Do it. Why not? Battle wagon. Putting its attacks into the blue Rhino.
We want 4s.
Wrecking ball. It's got explosions all over the place.
I gotta get another. I forgot that it's the Y, and we're in close combat with orcs.
Oh, heck.
So these are strength 8, right?
So they'll wound on 5s.
Strength 8 wants 5. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Tracks and wheels is AP 0.
3s. I get them both.
All right.
But what about that wrecking ball?
The wrecking ball strength 10 wants 3s.
There's 1.
1 wound at AP 0 for D6.
I'm still alive. The Rhino lives on 1 wound. Here we go. We got Rumble and 5 nobles.
Rumble and 5 nobles, right?
Rumble's...
1 noble going on the Rhino.
You want to start with him?
We will start with him. 3 2s, yeah. We just talked about that.
So we hit 3 times. Now you want to wound on 5s.
I want 5s. 1 wound, -1 for 2 damage.
Can the Rhino survive the turn? It can.
Wow.
So, Rumble and 1 dude on this squad, 2 dudes on this squad, and this guy has the choice of either or. right, so you got 3 nobles on 2 grav pistols, and you got rumble and a noble on rimshot squad. So these 3 nobles into the grav squad, and it's bad because they're gonna hit with 12 dice on 2s, and then they'll wound on 2s.
2s. What is this?
It's clearly a 6.
These explode. Take care of these ones. So everything hits.
Brutal.
Strength
2s
8.
again.
We want 2s again. It's that many wounds.
All right, I gotta find more dice. Here we go.
-1 for 2 damage each.
So it's 11 of them. We're gonna go, we'll start with 6. Each one that gets through kills a Marine, and it's -1, so these are 4s. So there's 4 dead Marines, and then there's 5 more to go, and that's the squad. All of these men are dead. And now Rimshot squad has to fight a war boss and another noble.
Yeah.
All right, the noble with rumble hits
3 times.
3 times. Wounds 3 times with that strength 8 on the wah.
-1 for 2.
I want 4s. I get them all.
Nice.
How you like that? But here comes the war boss.
Here comes the wolves.
You want to do Gob first? He'll hit on 3s with 2 dice. Gob hits
explodes.
twice and explodes. I know, we need another red dice.
Wants 4s, or 5s.
5s.
There's 1 wound. Or I'm sorry.
3s is what you want.
3s, yeah.
So
2
it's
wounds.
2 wounds.
Regular save.
3s. Oh, I take a wound. There's a wound on Newman. Now, the war boss himself throws 8 dice.
8 dice because we're on the wall.
He's going to hit on 2s.
Power Claw 3s.
But he's +1 because he's with a squad.
Oh, there you go. 2s. With an explosion, everything hits.
And now he is going to wound on 2s because I'm only toughness 4.
And I'm strength 11. And that's
5 wounds.
5
It's
at
a move.
-2 for 2.
-2 is 5s.
Wow.
I lose 3.
Well, the rim shot's still there.
So this side of the wall has fought, and I still have 5 las cannons down here for what it's worth. Now we're going to come over to this side of the wall, where it's equally as grim.
Where it's equally as grim. So
I want you to know, you buster, that my rhino's going to get to fight before your boys. You take that. So how many guys? There's 2 slugger choppers on the commandos?
2 slugger choppers from the commandos into the tac squad.
All right, here we go.
Want 3s. And explode 2 times. Hit 8 times. Strength 5.
Toughness 4.
Want 3s. Those are going to be 5 at -1.
All right, it's time for my luck to swing. I need this for the Emperor. I lose a guy. 2 slugger choppers here.
Want 3s. Wow.
Not fantastic. A Vindicator tank is on a card that, there you go. Toughness 11.
Oh, strength 5 is 6s.
So we're good.
And then
Close combat weapons on your rifles. All right, close combat weapons on the Vindicator.
explode twice. Want 6s. 3.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Take out your dice. Oh, yes. Wow, guys.
What is happening to my life? You ever have, like, your dice hand goes on you and you're like, am I not living right? Did I hurt somebody? Is my heart not in a good place?
I want...
Tell me what's happening. Is this a power claw?
This is the big chopper on the commandos.
Big chopper on the commando now.
Yeah. Gets 5 attacks.
'Cause he's
We're on
bedtime.
the wall, and he's bedtime. And he hits you, wow, terribly.
That's all right, though.
3 times.
He's going to wound on 5s, though.
1 wound at -1 for 2 damage.
So we saved that.
You got a 2-up?
Yeah, I'm a Vindicator. Shooter boys and a weird boy.
Yeah. And we're going to go...
And the power claw.
And the power claw. So we're going to start with the power claw and the weird boy on the tank.
All right.
And then we're going to allocate shooter boys.
Because you got to pile in, some of these guys are in.
These 3 guys on the tank, and then everybody else on the attack squad.
I'll start with the power claw.
Yeah.
4s for a power claw. He hits 3 times. I am toughness 11.
I am strength 9 plus 1.
Is 10, so I'm still 5s.
Still 5s. 1 at -2 for 2.
Force. No! Take 2 more down to 6.
And then the weird boy on that tank that hit on 3s.
Toughness 11.
Wants 5s because I'm strength 8 plus 1.
Okay. Sweet.
Nothing, right?
And then you got the shooter boy still on the
Hold
tank.
Never mind. And then we still got the shooter boy on the tank who gets 3 attacks now because
He's on to Wah.
close combat weapon. Wants 3s. Wants 6s. Gets 1.
2. We're good. Now the rest of these boys, except for this poor guy,
Yep.
onto the TAC Marines.
3s.
On the TAC Marines. Look at all those dice that just got thrown.
Everything hits.
That's ridiculous.
Then I want
3s because you're on the wall.
3s because I'm on the wall. That's gonna be.
That's too many. All right, 15. I have 5 dice in my hand. 3s. There's a dead Marine. 3s. There's a wound. 3s. There's another dead Marine. There's another dead Marine. And there's a wound. So that was this squad. So that's dead Marine, dead Marine, dead Marine, and a wound on the grav gun. Oh, okay. Over here. It's the Rhino's turn to fight.
It's the Rhino's turn to fight.
However, the Rhino does not bracket, apparently. Crazy. So we got some armored tracks. And the Rhino's going into the boys. It's going to hit those boys on 4s. I've hit twice. Take that, boys.
Ouch.
3s. I put a wound on your boy.
Ouch. Boy needs a t-shirt save.
He
He
makes
gets it
it
because I'm on the wall.
because you're on the wall. And now can these units finish that Rhino?
I sure hope so.
Here we go, boys into Rhino.
Oh my gosh, that's just cruel and unusual.
It's gross. It is gross around here.
Miss. 5s?
I am
'Cause
toughness
strength
9. And
5 now.
Yeah, 5s.
And that's going to be 5 at -1. 6 at -1. I'm sorry.
Force. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get through. That's the Rhino. Come on, let's blow up, Mr. Rhino. It does not blow up. The Rhino is in fact crumped. And that brings about the end of Orc turn 2. Still on the wah. I have to fight back with some stuff. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm reeling from the pain. We're going to start with these 2 TAC Marines. TAC Marines against the boys. First, they want 3s.
They're quaking.
They put a wound on a
They're
boy.
trembling. That boy's on the wall. He wants a 5. Who can read that dice? That's a 2.
So they've managed to kill 1 shooter boy. The Vindicator is going to throw 3 dice into... He's not. He's going into... doesn't matter. He'll go into the commandos. He's hit twice. He's wounded twice. Regular saves. Kill 2 commandos. These men pile in. These men here into the Orc boys. 3s. And then 5s. Just 1 more wound on the commandos. Lose another commando.
The bookkeeper guy. Sorry, pal.
This Rhino that's still here.
How? With 1 wound.
Force. I've hit twice on the nobles, and I am strength 6. 1 wound on your nobles.
1 up 4. Ooh.
Put a wound on a noble too, huh? Feeling like a winner there.
Bam.
So now we are in the middle of turn 2. Going into Space Marine turn 2. The Comet shows up turn 3. I am backed into the corner. I have lost so many men. You want to find out who's battle shocked?
I do, yeah.
Tactical Squad has a leadership of 6. And they get a 5. They are battle shocked. That's this squad here.
This squad here. Let's get that ship.
This squad here rolled Snake Eyes. This squad also battle shocked. that Rhino there, Rhino is leadership 6. The Rhino is not battle shocked.
I hate that chip in favor of this one.
So the 2 TAC Marines that ate shit, they're battle shocked.
They're like, holy.
The Rhino's not. The Rhino's like, I don't know why I'm alive. And now we go into Space Marine turn 2 where I got to rally. That unit has to die. Oath of Moment. So clearly going into the tactical doctrine where my men can fall back and shoot. Clearly. Because why wouldn't I?
I didn't know you could do that, but wow, that sucks.
Doctrines. It was pointed out to me that I can't shoot this unit. It's stuck in. I can shoot the truck through, or the battle wagon through big guns, never tire. And so I think that's the Oath of Moment target. Yeah, the battle wagon is the Oath of Moment target. I got to check the rule book. I think I'm -1 to hit it because it's stuck in. The Rhino is clearly stuck in. It's killing me that I can't shoot at the Nobles and Rumble. It's killing me because they're going to kill this thing in my turn and be free to come wrecking the next turn. And then I'm so surrounded over here, I got nowhere to run to. Like, I got to fight my way out. And so tons of stuff fell back in the tactical doctrine. And we're going to shoot and shoot and shoot and try to live. I got to look up Big Guns Never Tire. This is Oath of Moment. In the tactical doctrine, it's my shooting phase.
It's abandoned city.
And then the whole city is abandoned, and that's why we know the comet is going to land over here in just a little bit. So I got to shoot. Turn 1, these guys whiffed. If these guys performed in turn 1, this is a different game.
Insanely different game.
But they did not perform, and they need to redeem themselves. The Las Cannon Devastators are going into the battle wagon.
Oath of Moment.
I'm going to start with the Sergeant's Bolter. Oath of Moment. He's hit just once. He needs a 6. He gets it.
I'm fine.
They're fine. Las Cannons have to hit on 4s because of Big Guns Never Tire. Oath of Moment. We've hit 3 times.
There you go, guys. That's better.
A Las Cannon is strength 12? 12, so we want 4s. We've put 2 wounds on you. 2 wounds and AP 3.
I want 5s. Get one, fail one.
Darn. D6 plus 1. It's 5 wounds.
Ouch!
Takes it down to 4, and that's not so bad. Esteemed, venerable Brother Rimshot. Brother Rimshot's going to do it. Him and Brother Hansen into the battle wagon. Brother Hansen first. Hits twice.
Who wants it?
Hansen doesn't wound. Rimshot.
You want red dice?
Rimshot.
Bonk. Off the commando's head.
Rimshot. Oath of Moment. Rimshot hits. Rimshot wounds. AP 3.
Wants a 5.
D6 plus 1. Just 7. Does it blow up?
It doesn't.
If it did, it could have killed my Rhino and I could have shot at Rumble. All right, this vehicle has a Storm Bolter on it, shooting at Rumble and his squad. Hit 3 times. Wounds. I'm -1 to wound. It doesn't wound at all because Rumble makes them -1 to wound. So over here, we've shot and shot this Rhino into the Shooter Boys. Hits 3 times. Wounds just once on the Shooter Boys. We've killed the Shooter Boy with a Rhino.
Oh.
This unit here in the woods, into the Commandos. Commandos are stealthed, so I have to hit them on 4s. We're going to start with the Bolters. And the Bolters have hit 3 times. Stealth saved you 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. 2 wounds on your Commandos.
Commandos want 5s.
1 dead Commando. And then the Heavy Bolter.
It's going to be you, brother.
Heavy Bolter. It's once. No, he doesn't hit because you're -1. Plas this whole squad into the Shooter Boys. Sergeant with a Bolter. Hits twice. Wounds once. Shooter Boys. Failed. The Librarian has a bolt pistol. He misses. He also has his Smite. And he's going to use the regular old Smite. No, he's not. He's going to use the hazardous one. He is. Smite on the Shooter Boys from the Librarian for just 1. Come on, man. He's going to hit you on a 3. He's going to wound you on a 3. Really? That's it. Hazard test on the Librarian. He doesn't die.
Good for him.
Now, the plasma cannons are not cooking, but they're going into the Shooter Boys. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Dude, am I not living right? What? It's, oh my God.
I'm normally wearing a hat that contains my awesome.
I want to hit you on 3s. I'm going to wound you on 3s. There's 2 wounds at AP3.
5 ups. Make one fit one.
Oh my God, that's so, yeah, it's so grim. This unit here, the grab gun, hits just once, does not wound. The combi gun hits twice, wounds on 4s. On the Shooter Boys, 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 1 5s. Ah!
There's 2 more Shooter Boys.
You're chipping away at my Shooter Boys, man. You know what's been totally irrelevant?
What's that? Oh, that it's turn 2?
No. That it was way over there in the city. We're not fighting it.
There's so many fucking orcs. All right, this Vindicator is going to go into the Shooter Boys. I'd love to go into Rumble. I can't. He's stuck in with the 1 wound Rhino. I'm so bent about it. Why couldn't you kill my Rhino? You can't kill a Rhino, you buster.
I can't kill a Rhino, man. I'm sorry.
All right, Vindicator. Command point goes in the bucket to re-roll that 1. I'm not having it. Vindicator. Can't count that dice. 3 is better. D6 plus 3 is 6 plus blast is 7. Vindicator into the Orc Boys 3s. 2s. There's 4 wounds at AP Fantastic for lots of damage.
I want 5 ups. Make
Kill
1.
3 boys.
Lose 3 Shooter Boys.
Charge phase. No one is both eligible to charge and able to do so except for this Rhino, and he's not gonna.
So I get to fight first?
Maybe. I could throw the Rhino up there and just...
Can I heroically intervene?
This black Rhino is going to charge the command squad. And on a 7... crump. I would love to have gone further, but he can't fit through there. So he'll fight first. He'll hit twice. And he'll wound, not at all. No, wait, he wounds once, because it would have been 6 or... Yeah, 1 wound on your elite squad. We killed the guy with a wound with a Rhino.
Lame.
Take that insult.
Lame.
But now it's totally time for this unit to pile in and do what they have to do.
Yeah.
Remember, you tried to kill the blue Rhino with just 1 guy last time.
And it didn't work out.
Didn't work out, did it?
So, like, now do I just pile Rumble into it and have him and a Noble?
Rumble's already touching those guys. He can do it if he wants from where he is. All right, 2 nobles on blue, 3 nobles on black. Where you want to start?
Or 2 Nobles and Rumble. And then 2
Gotcha.
Nobles.
So these 2, 3 dice each plus the Y is going to be 8 attacks.
The 2 guys on the blue Rhino.
I really need the blue light Rhino to live again. It's just going to be funny.
What, 2s? Oh,
Good
that's
job.
Poor.
No, it's fine. Now, I am toughness 9.
And I'm strength 8 on the Y,
Yes.
which is weird.
Oh, no.
There's 2
At least 2. It's 3.
at minus 1 for 2 damage each.
All right. My blue Rhino right now living would be something. I really want to roll
It
3.
blowing up and killing everybody else, though, would also be good.
Just 3 4s right now. 4s. No. Does the Rhino explode? It does not. It's going to be hard to crump it because, oh, shit. Everything's getting tight over here.
It's going to be hard to escape, yeah.
This plateau got mangled and now it's an island. So now you got 2 nobles and the war boss on the black Rhino.
Yeah, here come 2 Nobles, 8 attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the black Rhino, want 2s. And there's an explosion. We hit more times than we throw.
Yeah, that's bad. But you're going to win on 5s.
Which is, you know, never my favorite thing. Here we go.
Come on, 5s.
Win on 5s.
1, 2, 3, 4.
At minus 1 for 2.
All right, Black Rhino, I need you to tank this with 4s. Come on, man.
That's 8 damage.
Are you seeing what's happening to my life over here?
Crump.
Just 2. I can't believe I didn't make a single one of those.
Not one.
Not
50-50
one.
shot, and you didn't make any.
All right, hit me.
Rumble, right, is a war boss with a power claw. He'll get 8 attacks
Because he's still on the wall.
I'm going to be strength 11. I want 2s. So everything hits because I explode once.
Yes, I am toughness 10.
Strength 11.
No, toughness 9.
That's 7 at minus 2 for 2.
7 5s. No, doesn't blow up. It does. Rhino, Deadly Demise, D3. D3 on the Nobles.
On everybody.
2 on the Nobles. D3 on Rim Shot. 1 on Rim Shot. D3 on the Las Cannons. 3 on the Las Cannons. 1 on Rim Shot. 3 on the Rim Cannons. 1 on the Nobles.
Plasma Cannon Devastator.
Plas Cannon Devastators take 3. Oh, fuck. I gotta stop fucking wrecking that piece of terrain.
The librarian?
Yeah, they might. The other squad takes 2. We got to measure this one. The Shooter Boys take 2. Commandos are out. The Vindicator takes 1.
And we need a crater.
Okay. Dude, all right.
Check some shit. Let's put all of the guys who just died in that explosion on their own little...
What was there on the Nobles? There was 2 on the Nobles?
2 on the Nobles, that's a whole Noble.
All right, does you care?
The guy in the back, yeah.
All right, you're gone. Over here, there was 1 on Rimshot Squad. That's the guy with the wound. Rimshot's alone. The Las Cannon team loses the Sergeant and takes a wound on a Las Cannon.
This is everybody that's died in the
The
explosion.
Rhino is dead.
Yeah.
Over here, 2 wounds here. That's the Grav Gun. Sergeant's down to 1 wound. Shooter Boys need 2 dead men.
2 dead guys on the shooter... 2 dead men?
Yeah, 2 dead Shooter Boys.
2 wounds on a Noble doesn't do it for me?
Oh, yeah, it does. Are you out of Shooter Boys?
I am, yeah.
Crazy. Weird Boy stands alone. The Vindicator is down to 5 wounds. 1 more puts it in a bracket. I really think it's got to go on the Librarian because he's the guy with the wounds, right?
Like,
Librarian's gone. 1 wound passes on to the Sergeant.
we already did the Vindicator, and then that was everybody.
And that was everybody.
Let's get a crater.
After the damage, this is turn 2.
This is the bottom of turn 2. This is your turn 2.
Gad, that all happened in my turn.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. What I have left, I have 4 Las Cannons and the team in Rimshot. There's 5 Las Cannons here, but it's not my turn. This is the spot where my Rhino used to be. This is a dead Rhino. That is a dead Rhino. This Sergeant is alone on 1 wound. This Plas Cannon team lost their Librarian because he had wounds first, and then he took the mortal wounds. And that might not be how the rules are interpreted. I might have been able to pull a different guy. I didn't want to look it up. I know there's FAQs out now. We just pulled the Librarian. He was not doing well anyway. So what's going on is, it's been a bloodbath. The Death Copters still have to come in. I have 4 TAC Marines, a Vindicator, the Plas Cannon team, a Sergeant, and all these Las Cannons. The Orcs have the Command Squad, Choppa Boys, Truck, Commandos, and a Weird Boy. I can't believe how many Orcs you've lost, too.
Yeah.
However, we're about to find out where the Comet lands, and then the Death Copters are coming in.
Now we're getting stronger.
We're holding the card this way. So what we really want is the 1, because that's going to put it right here. But we get a 5. It's going dead center. The Comet's going to go right in the doorway, right there. We need an objective marker. And the obelisk falls from space. If anybody needs to run through there, we'll move it and put a regular objective marker down. But the Orcs seem to already have that. The Space Marines are up against the table. The WA is over, thank freaking God. But now it is time for the turn 3 Orc movement phase. And I'm just happy I'm still in it, but I need to sit down with my pipe for a second. Oh my God. So we are at the top of turn 3, Orc turn 3. This truck is backed up and it's taken the objective, and that objective may as well be on the moon. The Grots have come out of the woods. They're running over to the objective just to some backup. The Death Copters have landed. They want to throw some Deca into the vehicle. Tug Rumppunta with his Wah banner called his own private Wah, and he's come advancing forward to start beating down people. The commandos look like they want this. I don't see how turn 3 is not the last turn of the game. Here comes Rumble and the Nobles into the last cannon team.
He's got a private Wah.
Just one command point. I've already lost it. But Overwatch seems silly at this point. Yeah, it's bad for me. Here comes Orc shooting.
No, the Death Captors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots.
And the Death Copters are going into the Vindicator tank.
Yep, that want to hit you on 5s.
Because they're Orky. They hit twice.
And then I want Strength 9.
On Toughness 11.
I want 5s. But I'm twin linked. 1 wound at -2 for 3 damage.
-2 is a 4. We get that.
Nice. Good work, Death Captors. And then
Commandos?
pistol shooting.
I see 4 pistols and a big shooter.
4 pistols. Hit 1. Hit twice.
Yeah. No wounds. Big shooter. Clearly in Deca range. 3s. All right, 3 wounds from the big shooter. The guy that brought his own brick wall with him.
He's the best.
Can we save 3 wounds? We take a wound, and it goes on just a guy with a bolter. These guys advance, but the weird boy's standing right here.
The weird boy, he's got the headbanger power.
Who's he going after?
The lonely sergeant that's standing there by himself.
Sergeant Kevorkian, all alone, getting Ed banged with his 1 wound left.
1 attack, once a 4.
Hits.
Strength 6. There's a wound at -3 for 1 damage.
Wound at -3 is a 6. No, Kevorkian dies.
It's melted. The 3 knobs are shooting at rim shot. And they hit him 2 times.
You want 4s? Or...
And they wound him 2 times.
All right, Brother Rimshot. Hero of the day. Takes a wound.
The war boss is going to shoot at rim shot.
With his combi gun.
Which is not as good as a custom shooter.
You could take his 2 sluggers out, though, and throw 2 dice.
Combi gun.
Misses.
Dang.
Is that all the Orc shooting? This guy here has got a big shooter still. He'd get 3 shots at something, if you can see anything.
3 shots at the Vindicator tank.
Can you see the Vindicator tank through all the debris?
Doesn't matter. Here we go. Ready for the charge phase?
All right, charge phase, tell me.
The war boss is going to charge the 2 squads of las cannons.
All right, here come these guys. 8 inches gets them in. Yeah, the war boss went straight after Rimshot because that's the kind of respect Rimshot has earned.
Yeah, in the universe.
In the
Commandos
universe.
On,
yes. And on an 11, they'll go right up that hill. Weird boy?
the Weird Boy is going to charge the Plasma Cannon Devastators.
Oh, do I want to Overwatch just the Weird Boy? Fine, just because. Just because.
Just because you need a victory somewhere in this game.
The Plasma Cannon Devastators Overwatch the Weird Boy.
Come on, you can do it.
First, the Sergeant hits once.
Yes.
Fails to wound. I'm, of course, cooking the plasma, because that's what we do. Number of shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. Plas cannon cooked into the Weird Boy. I've only hit him once. And I've wounded him at AP3 for 2 damage.
AP3 cuts my save, and I don't think I have an involved.
You don't. But only 2 damage ain't going to kill him.
Oh, he's got 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. Hazard. I lose a plasma cannon. And so now you charge.
So now I charge. And I'm in on a 3.
Weird Boy's in on a 3. And then the Slugga Choppa Boys, of course, going into the tank.
And then the Slugga Choppa Boys going into both the tank and the Plasma Cannon.
All right. And on a 4 and 8, does it? Yeah, this might be the end of the Space Marines today in turn 3.
Like, the goal of this game was hyper aggressive.
I never got past where that tank is on the table. That's as far up the table as I've gone. This whole half of the table is unused. I'm backed against my table edge. I cannot interrupt combat, and I have a feeling this is the end of me. Where do you want to start?
Rumble.
Rumble into Rim Shot.
Just rim shot. He's down to 4 attacks because he doesn't have a lot.
You want to start with Gob and see if Gob can do it by himself?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So Gob's going to hit on 4s with 2 dice.
1 hit and an explosion.
So he's going to wound on 4s. 1 wound. Rim Shot, don't get eaten by a squig. Rim Shot dies.
Rim shot gets eaten by a squid.
Now 3 nobles into
Gob
4.
goes,
Gob is full, picking power armor out of his teeth.
Good.
You got 3 nobles on the edge of the table.
That's going to be 9 attacks now because we're not under law.
Yeah, these devastators are about to fall off the edge of the world.
They want to hit you on 2s though because Rumble's leading our squad.
Yes,
and we
they've hit
explode
you
3 times.
twice more than you threw. Dude, that squad is too good.
And then they want strength 7.
Toughness 4.
It's 3s. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at -1 for 2 damage each.
3, 4, 5, 6. 7 at -1 for 2 damage each. These are 4s. That's 2 dead men. Believe it or not, I have 2 las cannons still alive. For what it's worth, they have nowhere to fall back to.
They are on the edge of the world.
Quite literally as far away from the orcs as they could have been, and it wasn't far enough.
Hey, you could have been in that corner.
The weird boy?
Hit you on 3s.
The weird boy hits just once,
Wounds.
but he
At
wounds.
-1 for D3.
Looking for a 4. All right, we're good.
And on the Vindicator, we got, what are those, Slug of Chopper boys?
I have a noble with a big chopper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slug of chopper boys and a Wabbanner. Wabbanner into the tank.
That hit you on 3s at strength 8. Everything hits.
Yes.
Strength 8 wants
Toughness
5s.
11. You want 5s.
1 wound at -2 for 2 damage.
4s. I get it.
And here's where it gets fun. The Slug of Chopper boys, right?
It's 5 of them.
5 of them get 4 attacks.
Can the slug of chopper boys on their own personal kill the Vindicator?
I should have played Unbridled Carnage.
You shoulda. You can do it on the commandos and wipe that squad.
Yeah. Let's go. We want 3s.
Toughness 11.
6s. No, strength 5.
Toughness 11 and 6s.
6s. 2.
2? 2 6s at -1. They go through. Down to 3. You got a noble left. Mr. Noble with his big chopper. He's the Gorka Morka knob, so he's going to do well. And get 2 explosions. He hits 4 times.
2 wounds.
At -1.
For 2.
We are looking for 3s. We take 2 more. I'm down to 1 wound here.
Man.
Last wound on the tank. And then the commandos have to fight.
Unbridled Carnage.
Unbridled Carnage being played on the commandos. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 chopper boys, a big shooter, and a noble. The 4 chopper commandos. Only roll 1 5. 3 5s.
Unbridled Carnage.
Is well worth the points.
So I hit you 4 extra times. And then I'm not strength 5.
You're wounded on 4s.
So I want 4s.
And you do well. 10 of them. We're going to do 5 twice. Through 4s. Oh no. There's the guy with the wound. There's a dead guy. There's another wound. So guy with the wound. Dead guy. Another wound. And then we do it again. We lose the guy with the wound.
Heavy bolter by himself.
The heavy bolter's alone.
And I got the knob.
And here comes the noble still.
He wants,
He hit 6 times on 4 dice.
nice.
No, he hit 7 times on 4 dice. Because you played Unbridled Carnage. It's absurd. He wants to wound on 2s. There's 5 wounds. At -1 is 4s. Oh, he made almost all of them, but he doesn't make it. Now, is that everybody? Has everybody swung?
Everybody's fought.
All right, over here, I got las cannons.
2 of them.
All right, over here, las cannons on nobles. Hit every time, but they wound on 6s. 1 wound on your nobles.
Don't get it.
We put a wound on a noble. This one here goes on a noble. Then, over here, the Plas Cannon Devastators. Pile in. There's 4 of them. Plas Cannon Devastators on boys. Hit 7 times on 8 dice, but wound you on 5s because you are toughness 5. There are 4 wounds.
And my guys on their own personal wah. Save 2, lose 2, slug a chop.
Fair enough. Vindicator tank is in a bracket, so it's -1 to hit. So it's going to throw 3 dice and hit you on 5s, and then wound you on a 3. There's a wound from the Vindicator on the Chopper Boys. Take another one.
Oh no.
So that is the end of Orc turn 2, or Orc turn 3. Going into Space Marine turn 3, where I have 2 Devastators stuck in. I have 4 Devastators stuck in. I have a tank on 1 wound stuck in, absolutely surrounded, and being closed in on miles away from the objective. But we're Space Marines, we can do it.
I think you can.
I put my only command point in the Coleman's mustard can to put this squad of Devastators in the Tactical Doctrine so they can fall back and shoot. They're going to shoot at the Commandos. The Rhino with 1 wound left has stayed in. Going to try to finish the Slug of Choppa Boys. I have no answer for the Weird Boy. This unit of Devastators is now capable of falling back and shooting, but where can they go? Where can they go? And that's the entirety of my army. I have been decimated. This is the dead pile, not counting the 2 wrecks on the field. This truck comfortably holding the objective, the Gretchen on the way. Rumble hasn't been threatened yet. He's laughing. I miss my Emperor's Champion. I miss him very much. All right, shooting.
You missed the Terminators.
This would have been a way different game. I wanted to bring this list. I wanted to bring this. I never bring 3 rhinos anymore, you know? And men and rhinos, I loved it. I loved it for a second. I loved it until turn 1. And then turn 1, I started to get crumped. So, these 2 Devastators, bolt pistols. Hit once. Wound. There's a wound. No, this is on your nobles.
Oh, I want a 4. I make it.
Okay. The Vindicator tank into the boys in front of it. Gets 5 shots plus 3. But there's not enough men in the squad anymore to give me the blast roll. So we're going to get 8 shots, and then I'm in a bracket. So I now hit you on 4s. I do terribly. But I wound you on 2s. There's 2 wounds on your boys, and those are AP3, but you're still on your personal wah.
Make them.
So you save both of them. Ah! These men in the Tactical Doctrine who fell back to shoot, they're going to go bolter first. That hits twice. No, it doesn't. That doesn't hit because you're stealth.
Yes.
I didn't declare an oath a moment target. It's these guys, I guess. The plasma cannons are going to throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. Do I need to cook it for any reason? Because it's going to do 1 to each. No, we're not cooking it. We want to hit you on 4s because you're stealthed. Oh, the moment. Everything hits. Going to wound you on 3s. There are 5 wounds on your commandos at AP3 for 1 damage each. You're in the woods, though, so it's AP2.
Yeah, we don't get shit.
We've killed 5 commandos. The noble will stand alone.
Bummer.
Yeah, there's a downside to this game, but just the one. We've killed all the commandos.
Not all my commandos, man.
Now we are in the charge phase. I cannot charge, so I'm either stuck in or fell back. So it is my turn. You pick the first combat.
Rumble.
Rumble into... All right, who is it? Rumble first or is it the nobles?
It's Rumble first.
Rumble's going to throw 4 dice plus the squig. Does God get to eat another one?
I hope so. He's hungry.
Let's see if God can't eat 2 men in a day. He hits just once. He wounds at strength 4. And he puts a wound on another guy.
Rumble explodes once, and then once.
4 wounds. Those are -2, right?
For 2 each.
5s.
Wow.
Yeah, well, this lonely guy, this final devastator, has to survive 3 nobles.
We's gonna turn you into a paste, mate.
Oh, man. Oh, man. You want 3s?
3s. Can he make 5 4-up saves?
No, he dies.
Valiant, right?
He dies. All right. The Vindicator tank with its armored tracks are going to hit on 5s because I'm in a bracket. I've hit you twice. Going to wound you on 3s. I have 2 wounds on your boys.
On their personal wah, they lose 1.
They lose 1.
How many boys are left over there?
You got a boy, a wah banner, and the noble.
Here's the boy. Unbridled Carnage. Sorry.
Yeah, Unbattled Carnage is played on the boys. The boy swings and he gets 1 hit.
Once. 6.
Fails to wound.
But the knob has a big chopper.
Knob with a big chopper.
4 attacks.
+1 for his own personal... No, wait, this is noble. Never mind.
Yeah, it's not the commander.
He hits 7 times. No, he hits 6 times on 4 dice. That's amazing. 5s. 2.
2 at -1 for 2.
All right, Vindicator, give me 3s. I'm dead. Come on, let's blow up, man. No explosion. The Vindicator is now dead. That is now the end of Space Marine turn 3. I have 4 men left on the field going into Orc turn 4.
We're the Grots.
So the Space Marines have 4 models left. The Orc movement phase is at an end. The Commando is pretty angry that you finished his boys, so he's come out of the woods. The Wah Banner, the 1 Chopper Boy, and the Noble, they've come through the gap. They want to finish you off. Rumble's round on the corner. The Grots have advanced again. They're about on the objective with another turn of movement ahead of them. And the guys in the truck have been smoking bong hits for like turns.
Yeah, they're
like
hanging out.
turns.
They backed up. They're the
So-
only unit in my army to have moved backwards this game.
I never got out of this little corner of the table.
Yeah, these guys are going to shoot at your...
You're not moving those death copters? They're just going to shoot where they are? All right, and your shooting's been how all game? Can you finish the game with shooting?
D3 each.
8 dice will be thrown by the death copters.
1s, 5s, and 6s. Just 1.
That fails to wound. Huh. But it's twin linked.
But it's twin linked.
There
There's
we
a
go.
wound at -2 for 3.
We want a 5. We don't get it, so that's going to be the sergeant because he had a wound. And this blue dice is now nothing. And this man's got to stand up. Stand up and honor your chapter.
Pistol. Hits.
Fails to wound.
2 pistols. Don't hit. Custom combi weapon doesn't hit. And then the Weird Boy's Ed Banga power doesn't hit.
That's the end of Orc shooting. Charges?
Charging. In. Charging.
Snake Eyes, you're still in, though. Now, if you roll real hot on your war boss, he could go up and over that Rhino, or the Vindicator, because it's terrain now. He'd need something great, though. That 4 is not going to do it.
Not 4. Oh, we're going to spend a command point.
Command point goes in the Coleman's mustard can. Oh, we're on the floor.
The command reroll for 3.
What, you don't think he brought enough?
It's Warhammery.
You didn't bring enough Orc down here to finish the job?
I don't think so, no. I think you're going to have a guy left.
Why don't you start with that Commando Noble gets 3 dice, or 4 dice.
Because he's there.
Because he's Beta. I'm a Beta Noble. I get 4 dice. He's hit every time.
Strength 7.
Strength 7, you want 3s.
2 wounds at -1 for 2.
2 wounds at -1 are 4s. There's a man.
And then the Chopper Boys.
There's 1 Chopper Boy.
1 Chopper Boy?
1 Chopper Boy, 1 Noble, and 1 Noble with a Wah banner.
1 Chopper Boy. Hits you 3 times. Wounds you 2 times at -1.
4s. There's the next guy.
And then the Knob with the Chopper. Wants
3s.
4 at -1 for 2.
4 at -1 for 2. And just like that. Okay. The Space Marines have been tabled. You have won both the Comet and the War of Attrition, making you 2 times the winner today. We don't even need to count points because half your army's still on the table. Rumble still has men left in his squad. Who is the player of the game? It's the whole Orc army that worked in concert together.
Wow.
I feel like I failed as a general. In turn 1, and when you were like, you better run, I probably should have run.
I felt like you probably should have ran.
I was like, there's nowhere to go. I'm just gonna, there was nowhere to go. I was like, fight it now. Get everybody out. And I expected my Devastators here to kill that battle wagon.
That would have been a totally different game.
Yeah, it would have given me another turn on this side of the wall. But instead, I wasn't even playing the game. I was just slowly getting destroyed. I don't have a unit of the game. Who stood out for the Space Marines?
I don't,
Yeah, no. You know what I liked? I liked putting down just tactical Marines, Devastators, and Rhinos. I liked that list. I thought the mobility would do me well, but then I got completely walled off and then destroyed. So now that you have the relic, what are you going to do with it?
We're going to turn it into a spaceship Hulk. Then we're going to fly it to some other planet where we're going to have a bigger Wah.
Bigger Wahs are coming. I'm really happy you showed up today, by the way.
Happy
I've missed the heck out of you.
That was a great game.
Now let's go recline.
Great game for me, I guess. But.
A game of Warhammer, even if you're losing and losing badly, a game of Warhammer is still better than just about anything else I do. So I'm going to turn the phone off. Wah!